Hey guys, it's Tara. I am finally getting around to doing a video blog. I know, it's day 10. I should have already done one by now, but I've been super busy. Summer classes have started, blah, 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 blah. Sorry for being a slacker, in other words. So today is day 10. I have lost a total of 15 pounds today. So I'm averaging about 1.5 pounds. Now that won't stay that way, obviously, but I'm doing pretty good. I've compared my results from last round, and I'm doing a little better. Last round I had a stall that lasted about 4 days on day 9, and so far I haven't stalled yet. It is my time of the month right now, so I'm anticipating a stall coming perhaps at the end of it. So no worries, stalls are good. I'm not worried about that. So anyways, I wanted to take today, this video blog, and just kind of catch up, kind of start from the beginning, tell you a little bit about me, about where I started, what my goals are, where I'm at now with everything, and just kind of chit chat with you for a little bit. So I started my journey at 310 pounds and 6 ounces, so 310.6, and that was really shocking because that was a number that I had never seen before in my life. You know, when you've been overweight for a long time, you get used to just taking face pictures, you learn how to pose, you learn how to hold the camera to make you look skinnier, you know, and you just kind of learn the tricks and you just kind of live by those tricks. And also, you know, when you're overweight, you don't get up in the morning and weigh yourself every day. It's not something that you do. You typically only weigh yourself or get weighed when you go to the doctor's office or like, you know, once every couple months or whatever like that, because it's sort of depressing, you know, it's just normal. So I weighed in at 310.6, which was really scary, for me because my family, there's a lot of health problems, you know, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, you know, heart attack, heart disease, all those things, cancer. And, you know, I really can't stand to take medicine. Like, I don't even take birth control pills because I forget to take them. I don't like to take them. So I use alternative birth control. So that I don't want to end up taking 25 medicines when I'm 30 years old because I know I'll just die because I'll never take my medicine and I'll never remember to take it and I'll just be horrible and I'll be sick. And I just don't want to do that because for pretty much my whole life, I've been healthy. I've always had healthy blood pressure, always had healthy cholesterol, always had, you know, been pretty healthy other than being overweight. So it's kind of, you know, I'm kind of lucky in that aspect that I don't have a lot of health problems that are usually associated with being overweight for, you know, a long period of time. So I started at 310.6, and I went through my first round. I started my first round in February. I actually started the low-calorie portion of the program on February 1st, and I did 45 days, and I lost 32 pounds in 45 days, which was great. It's an average of about 0.7 per day, so it's pretty good. Average is about 0.5 for women, and you know, 1 pound to 2 pounds for men. So I did really well. I thought it was incredibly easier, or let me say, I won't say it was incredibly easy. It was easier than I thought it was going to be because basically I really just ate what I was supposed to eat in the amounts I was supposed to eat, did my drops, drank my water, woke up, got on the scale, lost weight. Like, it's not like I had to put in a ton of effort. I mean, yeah, you have to prepare your food, and yes, you are staying away from certain things, but in all honesty, you're not eating rice cakes and celery the whole time. You're not like boiling your chicken with no seasoning whatsoever. You are eating steak and shrimp and chicken and, you know, broccoli and salad and, you know, pretty much, you know, pretty good stuff if you had to, you know, call it a diet, which I don't call it a diet. It's more of a program. So throughout my first round, I lost 32 pounds. Then I went on phase 3, and the entire phase 3, I really didn't have any problems. I stayed kind of below my drop weight, probably 95% of the time. I went over a couple ounces here and there, but I would always come back down. Mind you, I went on spring break during this time. So I went on spring break with a bunch of girlfriends and totally drank, you know, ate. I stayed on phase 3 protocol, you know, and I really just didn't have any problems. So I went on life for about 2 or 3 weeks because I was going on a cruise and I didn't want to start another round before my cruise. My husband and I went on a cruise for our anniversary, which was wonderful. It's just I really noticed some definite changes in myself. I don't have a desire to eat a lot of processed foods and a lot of the, foods that they really have on the cruise, and everything on the cruise is so full of sodium. So I did my best. I made good, healthy food choices. I didn't freak out and eat the whole ship, because I was allowed to, because I was on life. I really made good, healthy food choices. I did splurge a little bit and eat, dessert a couple times, and, I did drink and things like that. So, I mean, it wasn't like I just freaked out, it wasn't like I totally, sheltered myself either. So, when I got back from the cruise, I started loading the next day. And so at the end of round 1, I was 278.4. And so at the beginning, of round 2, I was 282.8. So I gained about 4 or 5 pounds or so throughout loading, and I had a pound or 2 from the cruise. So I was at 282.8, and today is day 10, and I'm at 267.8, yeah. So I'm down a total of 15 pounds total for this round in 10 days, which is pretty spectacular, if I do say so myself. I'm definitely, I can really, really tell in my clothes. I can really tell in my face and in pictures. I can, I'm generally really happy with the results. I absolutely love everything to do with Omnitrition, and which is the program that I'm doing. Obviously, it's all over my blog. It really has taught me along the way how to make good food choices and how to live, not just, oh, here, let's lose weight. Cause, anybody can lose weight. That's not the point. The point is to kind of, change your life. That's really the most important part, is to make sure that you don't go back to where you were, and I'm so motivated now that I absolutely don't think that anything honestly could stop me at this point. I had a super rough day the other day where I was crying, and my friend Megan and I were talking, and we were just discussing life, and I'm making decisions on should I move here, should I move there, what should I do, school, blah blah blah, all this stuff. And I was just really kind of emotional, and I was like, oh my god, I could eat the whole Chinese buffet down right now. And she was like, no, don't, you can't. And I'm like, really? You really think I'm gonna go and do that? Hello, I've lost I've lost 42 pounds, and you honestly think I'm gonna go and eat the Chinese buffet? No, I'm not gonna do it. Nothing really, there's nothing in the world, there's no food in the world, there's no meal in the world that's gonna kind of derail me at this point. I am motivation station, checked in, choo-choo, here we go, So, it's just kind of, it's a really empowering feeling to know that I'm in control of my body, I'm in control of what goes into it. I feel better than I've ever felt in my whole life. I have more energy. I think clearer. I'm not groggy. I just feel better about my life. I'm excited about my future. I'm setting goals and I'm achieving them. Prior to Omni, I would set goals, and goals would only equal disappointment for me. But now with Omni, goals are, something that excite me, and something that I really, really enjoy setting, and because I know that I'm going to reach them, because I know that I can. Omni has not only, helped me to lose weight, but it's empowered me too, because, and it's given me not only my life back, but my future back. Because before, my future was pretty dark. It was okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to school, and yeah, I'm going to have, be a nurse and all this stuff. But inevitably, I'm going to be 30 years old, and I'm going to be taking 35 medicines for hypertension and, high cholesterol and diabetes and all these things. Because that was very quickly where I was headed. But now I'm on this great track to where not only will I be healthy, but my family will be healthy as well. My kids won't have to deal with the things that I dealt with. They won't have to, they won't know processed foods. Not that my kids won't eat a Pop-Tart, you know, in their whole life. And not that I'm going to shelter my kids that much, but, you know, I won't bring things into the household that are, you know, not good for them. You know, they're going to know healthy foods and they're going to like healthy foods, you know, because I will start them at a young age with that. You know, if we don't condition our children to want Happy Meals and things like that, then they won't want those. They'll want and crave those fresh fruits and vegetables, which is what our body needs to survive. You know, if we fill our bodies with fuel and things that help it to run, you know, instead of sludge, then our bodies work better. You know, there's some great documentaries on YouTube and on Netflix that deal with obesity and food and the way that we eat. Some of the ones that I've watched recently are Food Matters. It's a really good one. Hungry for Change is another really good one. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Great one. It's about this guy who went on a juicing cleanse and lost all this weight and, you know, really got healthy and, you know, really learned about putting fresh fruits and vegetables in his body. Let me see. Another one, Forks and Spoons, I think is what it's called. But there's a great one that I actually had to watch for my anatomy and physiology class. It's called Weight of America, and it was an HBO special, and there was like 4 episodes, but they're all on YouTube called Weight of America. One of the episodes is about children and obesity, and it's about the foods that they eat in the school systems. And, you know, I can remember in school, like, they served pizza every day. You know, the rectangle pizza that's, like, covered in grease. That was an option pretty much every day in school. You know, you had, like, a salad bar, and then you had, like, the regular school line where you could get, like, if it was chili or whatever. But it was really eye-opening to watch that because of all the preservatives and all the food and, you know, and all the things that are offered in schools that are really actually not healthy for our kids to be eating. So, check those out if you are looking for some motivation or you just want to find some more information out about, you know, what eating healthy and the benefits of eating healthy are. You know, I was actually in my American history class last night and my teacher, like, literally chugs Mountain Dew every class. I mean, granted, our class is from 6 to 9 p.m., so it's a 3-hour class twice a week. So, I mean, you know, we're kind of there late. I understand caffeine, whatever. But he, like, we began talking about kind of healthy, you know, eating habits and stuff like that, and he basically was like, I don't have any, because he's constantly talking about McDonald's. Now, he's not, like, overweight. Like, if he was to lose weight, he probably has, like, 10 pounds to lose. So he's kind of, you know, he's a short, kind of slender guy. So he really doesn't have any motivation, really. He's not like 500 pounds. So he, you know, is like, oh, what the heck, I'll eat McDonald's, you know. But he did make some pretty, you know, snide comments about like, oh, well, you know, I'll have diabetes before too long. And, you know, that's really not something to joke about. Like, you know, our everyday choices do affect how we're going to be and how we're going to live, you know, in the following, you know, several years. And there's a girl in my class, and she said that she just recently went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist told her that, you know, was asking her about her diet and, you know, if she drinks water, and she was basically like, no, you know, and she's like, I know what I'm supposed to do. I've seen the documentaries and all that stuff, but I just don't want to, you know, and that was really shocking to me because even at my, like, lowest point when I was eating, like, 50,000 cheeseburgers a day, which I really was never like that, but you know what you get the picture. I still, on the inside, deep on the inside, really, really wanted to change. And I knew that what I was doing was not healthy. So I was really thankful when Omnitrition came along and really showed me how to live and showed me how food and fresh fruits and vegetables and protein, lean protein, you know, really affects my body. So, I guess that's about it for today. I'll kind of wrap up, from there. But if you're curious about Omnitrition, send me an email. My email is, southern2t, like sweet tea, @gmail.com, or you can comment on my blog. Or you can send me, you know, I'm in the Omni group on Facebook. It's Omni Rocks for You too, you as just the letter. And also, you can hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. It's southern2t, all the way around. I'll, put it somewhere on my blog so you'll see it. And then also you can email me through my blog. I think I have an email. It's called info@findthefabyou.com. So I really appreciate everyone who's been following and reading and commenting on my blog lately. It makes me feel super, super good as, you know, this fat girl who is trying to get healthy and lose weight. It makes me feel super good about my journey, and it motivates me even more. So please keep reading. Please keep posting. Please keep liking everything, you know, because it's super good motivation for me. So anyways, I'm going to get back to cleaning my house and organizing and unpacking from my cruise. So until tomorrow, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.